Hello, welcome to Verbling. Hi there, I'm teacher Oakley. Once again, it's Saturday, at least where I am, it's Saturday. And it's time for famous quotes again. This is the class in which we look at famous quotes from, of course, a famous person. And, okay, we're going to take a look at them, read them, and analyze any confusing vocabulary or references that you may not know, or possibly analogy, metaphor, or idioms that we need to explain in order to understand the quote. And then we will take turns. We will kind of debate or give our opinion about what we think the quote means. What does the quote mean to you? In many of these quotes that we look at, especially today, we're looking at a philosopher, so okay, enough said. These quotes can be very open to interpretation, so any opinion you have is not a bad opinion. There's no wrong or right answer in this class, okay? It's basically a chance to practice English and a chance to practice expressing opinions in English. Okay, all that said, welcome to the class. Hello, Michael.
Hey, teacher Oakley. How are ya?
How are you? I'm doing okay, I guess. Nice to see you again. Hello. Thanks. Hello, Tatiana.
Hello.
Welcome. Hi. Welcome to the class. Hello, Bayara. How are you today?
Hello, teacher.
Hi.
I'm fine.
Welcome to the class. And hello to Heidi. Hello, Heidi.
Hello. Nice to see you again.
Likewise. Okay, today we're going to look at quotes from Jean-Paul Sartre. Who knows anything about Jean-Paul Sartre? Anybody? Open question for the class. No.
It's
No,
time
I
when
don't.
Nothing.
Nothing. Tatiana?
it's first time.
First time.
Here, in the lesson,
Okay.
yes.
No, I
Bayara?
know. I know. It's from France. He's from France.
Oh, very good.
Jan.
With a name like Jean, and especially
Yeah.
Jean-Paul, the hyphenated name, he must be from France, and then, yeah, you're correct about
I
that.
know something, basically.
So you know something. Bayara, do you know anything about Jean-Paul Sartre?
No, I
No?
don't know.
Okay. Okay, well, let me just give you a little bit of background. He was born in 1905. He lived to 1980. He was a lot of things. Primarily, he's known as a philosopher, but he was also a novelist. He wrote books. He's a playwright, political activist. He was known for that as well. Biographer, literary critic, many things. Probably he's best known for his development of the ideas of existentialism and phenomenology. Okay, existentialism. Okay, is a very difficult concept, and actually, I did do some research before the class, and guess what? Very, very difficult to define. Well,
Please type it. X what?
exist. Okay, notice it has the exist.
Exorcist.
Existentialism is the pronunciation.
Exorcist.
No, has nothing to do with exorcism. Existentialism. No, it's much more closely related to existence, than exorcism. Totally different concept. Yeah. Okay, so it's basically very difficult to define, and I couldn't find an actual definition researching this for the class. Existentialism basically is concerned with the ideas that basically human beings exist. What we become, or our essence, are we good people or bad people, is something that it is up to the individual to develop themselves. Nobody, his basic idea, nobody is innately or born to be bad or born to be good, but these traits are basically something that we learn and develop uh, in and of ourselves. And an additional kind of an idea here is that basically existentialism kind of looks at people as kind of objects, individual objects. We're just things, but because we have self-awareness, we develop ourselves into whatever we are. It's very complicated, but in any case, he's a philosopher. That's what you have to know. Nora, welcome to the class.
Hi, how are you?
I'm okay. All right, so let's take a look at some of his quotes. Now, of course, he's a philosopher, so you're going to have some quotes that are ambiguous. There are going to be different interpretations of what he's trying to say. Absolutely. So be bold in your opinion or your ideas about what he's saying because, hey, he's a philosopher. It doesn't matter.
What do you mean, be bold?
Be bold. Don't be shy about giving your opinion or
Okay.
thinking of a different opinion.
Out the box. Don't be shy to think out the box. Yeah.
Yeah, well, and don't you don't have to. You can have your own ideas also. Yeah, to some degree. Okay. First one here, Michael.
Hell is other people. I don't know.
Great.
What does that mean?
I don't know. What do you think it means? That's that's what we're doing.
Hell
Do you have
is
any
other.
idea?
Well,
Hell
hell
other
is
people.
all the people, but not you.
Yeah. Okay. That's a good start. So, what is he really saying? Hmm. Deep. Is it
I
deep?
don't know.
Okay. Tatiana, any ideas?
Maybe some people think that their life is awful, but look another people, maybe their life is hell.
Hmm. Okay. Well, that's an interesting interpretation. Definitely. Ah. Okay. I hadn't thought of that actually. Okay. Very, very interesting. Heidi, any thoughts?
No one is good for you.
What? You're good for me.
No one.
No? Okay.
Yeah, somehow. But because everybody has some egoism. People,
Everybody has egoism.
yeah,
Okay.
everybody has some difficulty. They choose themselves.
Ah. Interesting. Okay. Nora, what does this quote say to you?
Well, from what I understand, he means that don't care for other people. You just care for yourself, what you do. Don't
Hmm.
have big deal for other people.
Okay. This statement is clearly wide open to interpretation, right? Um, I myself kind of look at it like this, that an individual looks at themselves as essentially good. Most of us do. And we consider other people, yeah, as the bad things, the characteristics, the actions of other people. I don't know, this is wide open here. All right. Just a sample. I started with that one. Very ambiguous, very wide open. Let's look at some other quotes that maybe have a much narrower interpretation.
It's actually
Yeah.
interesting. Can I say something? I think
Yeah.
it's actually interesting that everybody, each one of us, understood it in a different way.
Yeah, so do I, which is why I like doing these classes. And sometimes I hear perspectives that I just totally never thought of. That's why I
Yeah,
kind of enjoy
exactly.
this class. Okay. Okay. Let's move on. Tatiana. Tatiana, can you read the next one?
Only the guy who isn't rowing his time to rock the boat.
Okay. Has time to rock the boat. Right.
Has time to rock
Sure.
the boat.
Of course.
Mhm.
Okay.
I
Yeah. Go
I
ahead.
think that mm, let's throw out the rowers who hasn't time to row in the boat. Okay, it's joke maybe, but I think that it's concerned people who hasn't got any target, because otherwise how would get to the other shore they want to get.
They want to get to. Okay.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
to get
No,
to. Another meaning this, I think that who hasn't got any idea how to get target or what to do, they just do nothing. It's mean they has a lot of time to rock the boat. For example, Basen government hasn't do anything, and it's mean maybe they rock the boat.
Okay. Lots of ideas there. I like your first idea though. Let's throw out the guy who isn't rowing. That's my favorite. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What is a rowing?
Rowing, you row a boat. You have the oars, okay? The paddles that push the boat. You're rowing the boat.
Propel.
Propelling the boat. That's right. You're rowing. Moving or propelling the boat. That's right.
What is
Okay.
rock the boat?
And rock the boat. If
Okay.
you're in a small boat and you start jumping side to side in a boat, you're rocking the boat. You're
Okay.
causing a disturbance. The boat is rocking back and forth, back and forth.
Okay. So
All
who is
right.
not working? That is the problem.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Actually, rock the boat is a very common English idiom. Okay. Don't rock the boat. If it's a way to give advice, we use this idiom. Things are going fine. Don't rock the boat. All right. Don't make changes. Don't complain. Don't cause disturbances that are going to cause a change. Because clearly, if you keep rocking the boat, it's possible that you will sink the boat. And then everyone loses. Right. Okay, so it's good to know. This is a "don't rock the boat" is actually a very common idiom. Welcome to the class, Ken. Hello.
Yes, hello, how are you?
I'm doing okay. Thank you very much. Nice to have you aboard. Aboard.
Thank you.
Yeah. I'm using a boat word. Welcome aboard. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I'm sorry. That was silly of me. Okay, Heidi. Tatiana had some very interesting ideas.
Yeah,
What do
people
you
are
think?
in the same boat. It means they
Yeah.
are moving some plan or something, right? They are cooperated to work. But someone only saying, oh, you should do that. Oh, you should do that. Only saying in the bubble. Nothing
Okay.
to do. Only that guy has the time to disturb.
Okay. Yeah, just to clarify though, the idiom "in the same boat," we're in the same boat, means we have the same situation, the same set of circumstances. Uh, Usually we use the idiom "we're in the same boat" to talk about negative circumstances or a problem which we both face. We are in the same boat. They are in the same boat. So you're comparing and you're saying two or more people have the same situation. But okay. Somewhat related, though, I guess. Nora, any thoughts here?
I think it's the same, because a little bit obvious. At the beginning, I thought rock the boat is positive, but now as I know it's negative, it's the same. The one who doesn't have work and who's not busy, he will has the time to do negative things, I guess.
Yeah, and complain. Yeah. Okay. All right. But Bayara. Bayara, are you there?
Hello? Yeah.
Hi. What do you think of this quote?
Uh,
Could you,
I don't have any idea.
okay. Okay. Well, all right. Fine. Ken, how about you? Do you have any
Yes.
opinion about this quote?
Only the guy who isn't wrong. He isn't rowing has time to rock the boat.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah, kind of. If he's the philosopher, sorry,
Yeah.
right?
Either.
Maybe kind of if the people are very busy, they cannot think philosophically, kind of.
That's right.
It seems like that. Needs to
Very
time.
true.
They need to time to think.
Which is why the government needs to keep you very busy. All right. Right.
Yeah, that's true.
Probably, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
right. It is to the government's benefit to keep you very, very, very busy. If you're working 12 hours a day, that is a good thing for the government because you are not going to try to change anything, complain about anything, rock the boat. Yeah. Yeah. If you think about it, there's a lot of boat rocking going on in countries that have very high unemployment rates. Really, think about it. Okay, Michael, any last ideas here?
Nope.
Nope. Okay. All right.
Nope.
Move on then. Okay, next one. Heidi, can you read this one for us?
Yeah, okay. There are two types of poor people. Those who are poor together and those who are poor alone. The first are the true poor. The others are rich people out of luck.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, you laughed, so apparently, in some way, you could identify this. What do you think he's saying? Do you agree?
Yeah, I think so. For example, whole family is poor. It's
Uh-huh.
really poor. But some homeless living alone, they chose such kind of freedom.
Okay. All right. Rich people out of luck. That's
So mentally
interesting.
rich because I'm very free.
Okay. They have freedom. Alone poor people have freedom. Well, that's an interesting idea. Okay. Nora, what do you think of this? This is crazy. It's possible to strongly disagree with Jean-Paul's ideas. Or not, whatever. Nora, what do you think of this? Are you there? I think you got, okay.
Yeah, but I didn't have the chance to hear Heidi.
Oh, okay.
But there are two types for. I don't know. I didn't like this saying.
You don't.
Doesn't have much sense.
Okay. Fair enough. Bayara, what do you think of this quote? Do you think there are two kinds of poor people? The poor people who are all poor together and the people who are poor alone?
The first one is from the beginning he was poor, and
Ah,
second one is not poor, but anything happened to him.
okay.
That's why he's poor.
Something happened to him. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Very good. Okay. It helps to break up the long quote into the parts. All right. So those who are poor together started out poor. They were born poor. Okay. Yeah. Uh, I I think I agree with that. Ken,
Yes.
any ideas here?
Mm, it's
There.
the meaning is vague to me. The
Okay.
idea, I couldn't get his idea clearly.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. Well, there are two types of poor people. Here's his topic statement. Okay.
So,
How about just that part? Like Bayara analyzed that there are two types of poor people: born poor and through circumstances and situations become poor. Is that
mm,
fair to say? Do
mhm.
you think?
Probably, yeah, kind of, yeah.
All right.
I need more exact example. If he said a more exact example, it's easier to
Mm.
understand what he said.
Yeah. Well, yeah. That's the problem with these quotes. They're generally general in nature. Yeah, okay. The first are the true poor, the real poor, the actual poor. He contends, all right? I'm not saying if he's right or wrong. Others are just rich people out of luck. Maybe they're out of luck for now. Temporary poor. I don't know. I'm just throwing that out as an idea.
Or
Michael?
maybe,
Yeah? Nora?
or maybe he doesn't mean poor as in poor in with money. Maybe poor in emotionally, socially.
Ah, interesting. Okay. Well, there's a totally different way of looking at this entire quote. Yes. Okay. In English, we can talk about somebody being poor or rich, but we're referring to actually uh, abstract concepts like emotionally rich, emotionally poor, mentally security, things of this nature. Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
That.
maybe poor people will be together. They understand each other, but rich people, maybe they're alone. They're um, yeah,
Uh-huh. Okay. Oh, okay.
because they are just in castle. Nobody knows about them.
Right? Ah, well, that's a very interesting interpretation that sheds a whole new light, I can say in English. Sheds a whole new light on something when you look at something from a totally different perspective or possibly alternate meanings of vocabulary or phrases. It could shed a whole new light. Interesting. I like that. Michael?
What
Any
does he mean
comments?
by put together? I don't
They're
understand.
poor
Like poor
together.
alone.
Well, you need to come over here to the Philippines and I'll show you. Poor together.
What?
Okay. Believe me, poor people tend to. I don't know. It depends. It's open to
No,
um,
but literally, what does without any metaphors that it's poor his
metaphors.
mind or yeah,
Well,
without metaphors, literally,
okay,
what
well,
does he?
I can't be sure because, as Nora pointed out, we can. The word poor has a couple meanings, but if you're talking about poor, have no money together, you can look at
Hmm.
it that way, which is very true. Poor people tend to, especially those who are born poor, tend to congregate together, live in extended families, live in communities where everyone is poor in that neighborhood. I think that is, if you're thinking very concretely, I think that's kind of, for me, that's kind of obvious. I mean, in most societies, maybe not all societies. I think that tends to be true.
Okay.
But there are people who choose to segregate themselves from the rest of society when they are poor. Again, if you're talking about money, no money.
Okay. Clear. So, well, it's I don't think people like you can separate as poor together and poor alone. There is always like some kind of mix. I mean, you cannot be poor alone, completely alone. If you are, you should have around some people, at least one or two. So, and I cannot say that people who are poor alone, they are rich people out of luck necessarily. They could be true poor as well.
Okay.
So I don't see like distinct correlation in his thoughts, logical correlation. Sorry.
Okay. Tatiana, do you see anything here?
Yeah, I think according to this expression, there are two groups of people. The first group, they are worried about their poorness, and they gather maybe together and complain on their life. And the other group of people, they have passion, they have hobbies, they make some experiments, and they never complain. They just live in their passion, and maybe why they are not still rich, because they haven't got luck to be rich, but they are rich in other meaning, because they have a very interesting life and never complain, and just have fun from life.
Okay. My interpretation is very similar to what Tatiana just said, and I'll tell you why. Because at least in my culture, growing up in America, okay, poor people stick together. Poor people basically decide, accept the fact that they're going to be poor. We're always going to be poor. We're going to live in a trailer park. We're going to become alcoholics. We're going to smoke cigarettes. We're going to eat canned foods and TV dinners. They just accept that as the societal norm, but they are together, and they have accepted the fact that they are the poor people. They'll take the government money. They'll take food stamps. They're a working society of poor people who have come to accept it, and very few ever actually try to do anything different. They just want to be popular and accepted in their poor people group, in their society. Frankly, I see that. They accept it. On the other hand, in my personal life, I'll tell you something, guys. I have been wicked poor. I have been very poor, just as poor or poorer than other people, believe it or not. Now, on the other hand, I considered myself to only be out of luck, much like Tatiana said. I did not move to a trailer park, and I did not become an alcoholic, and I did not start using drugs, smoking cigarettes, and eating TV dinners. I did not see myself as this group of poor people. Okay? And eventually I could, as Tatiana said, when my luck changed and things went better, okay, now I'm not actually poor anymore. I'm very rich in more than one way. I'm rich in that I have a family. I'm rich in that I have a productive life. And I also have enough money to eat, which is very nice.
Yeah, to be lucky is very important. I just remembered a fact from history. Do you know Genghis Khan and his grandson Tamerlan?
Yeah.
If you know this, for example, Tamerlan, when he recruited soldiers in his troop, he there are a lot of people who wanted to be in his troop, but and they say, oh, we now know how to use this gun, we know how to fight, I do this, I'm very strong. But he all the time asked, are you lucky?
Yeah, yes, but are you lucky? I've heard that somewhere else. There's some quote. Somebody else said that. Another, much more modern leader. I've heard a very, very similar story actually, and but I can't recall who it was. Okay, interesting. Yes, but are you lucky? It was the punchline of interesting. Okay, okay. Any last thoughts, anyone, about this, or shall we move on? Let's move on. Okay. I think it's Nora's turn to read this one. Okay. Nora, if you wouldn't mind.
It disturbs me no more to find men base, unjust, or selfish than to see apes, mischievous, wolves, savage, or the vulture, ravenous.
All right, we got some vocabulary here. Okay. Let's discuss vocabulary for a moment. To find men base, what does anybody have any idea what he means here? Men are base. What is he meaning?
Maybe
Base, it's an adjective here. Yeah. Nora,
I don't
I'm
know.
sorry.
like bias to women or racism to women. Maybe I don't know.
Okay, well, that's getting close. Yeah. Men are base, okay, low level, like an animal. If I describe someone as being very base, they're just base level humanity. I can barely call them a human. Okay, they're disgusting, unhealthy, unwashed, crude. All of those things are part of being base. People who are base are ruled by their emotions and not by their intellect. I think that's the best definition right there. Much like
Then
an
base
animal.
is adjective. It's a noun,
Sorry.
right?
No, actually here it is an adjective. Notice it is in a list of adjectives, unjust or selfish. He finds men to be unjust, is an unjust man, a selfish man. These are all adjectives. He lists adjectives here. Unjust, unfair, okay. Selfish, all right. They want everything for themselves. They're selfish. So he's not actually disturbed by the fact that humans are like that. To see apes, Nora. Big monkeys, apes.
Okay.
Okay. Mischievous, wolf, savage, or the vulture. Ravenous. Ravenous means starving. I'm ravenous. What's for dinner? Okay. I'm extremely hungry. And maybe as a result, I eat in a sort of violent way, even. Okay. Well, it doesn't bother him, Nora. Jean-Paul, that is. Okay. I guess. All right. So, what do you think overall? What is he saying?
It needs time to think about it.
Okay, you're processing. All right.
Because the vocabulary are very all most of them are new to me, so I need time to link them together.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of complicated vocabulary. That's a fact. Bayara, do you have any thoughts about this quote?
No, I don't have any idea. It's a pretty complicated sentence.
Well, there's a lot of complicated vocabulary, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Ken? Thoughts?
Probably
Comments?
he's saying human is more unjust and selfish than these animals.
Sorry, could you repeat that?
Human is more selfish unjust.
I don't think it's a comparison.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a complicated sentence.
The wording.
None
Okay.
to.
All right. Let me see if I can explain this. It disturbs me. The first phrase.
I know it's me.
No more. Okay. He is not disturbed by the fact that he finds men to be base, unjust, or selfish. He's no more disturbed by that. He's not disturbed by that any more than he would be to see a mischievous monkey, a savage wolf, or a ravenous vulture. So he finds none of these things disturbing, is actually what it's saying. It's, to him, all these things are the same.
It means almost the same to see apes or wolves or vulture.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. In that sense, maybe the human is educated animals. So human has animal part, animals and humans are common parts, share the parts. Maybe it sounds like that.
Okay.
Or maybe men don't mean to him something. People are like that are more compared to animals, so they don't mean to him. We don't need to give them attention. We have to be indifferent towards them.
To be indifferent towards them. Why give them the attention, unnecessary or unwarranted attention? Yeah, I also want to point out that these are, I don't know, Western thinking, English brain thinking, these collocations, apes, mischievous, wolves, savage, these are basically instantly recognizable to me as an English speaker as being the really the characteristics that define these creatures. Apes, if I had to pick one adjective, I might say apes mischievous or curious. Oh, Curious George, for example. Sure, wolves, savage. That's the instant adjective that comes to mind. Vulture, ravenous. Yeah, they're basically collocations. They're the immediate character adjective I would think of that defines the creature, actually. So,
So you're saying that man defines like collocation like base, unjust, and unselfish.
Well, looks like Jean-Paul thinks so. I mean, I'm implying that. I don't know if it's necessarily true, but it seems like an implication to me based on his collocations in the last half of the sentence. Based on that, on that his language is doing a comparison that these things are the same.
But if you ask Jean-Paul, he would not say that he is base, unjust, and selfish. He would say that he is opposite of this thing.
I don't know. It would be fun to try.
No, I mean, it's for sure. That's for sure. He would say that he is a good person.
I don't know.
Maybe around him there are some men very bad disturbing him. So he thought, oh, they are almost the same as apes or wolves or the condor, hungry condor.
Hungry condor. Okay, condor, vulture, same thing.
Almost the same.
Okay. Tatiana, any? Okay, Michael, go ahead.
There is another saying that everyone sees the world by his reflection or something, like how you are, the same you see the world. So look in the mirror and you see the world in the mirror. So if you are base, unjust, and selfish, you will see in the people only these qualities. But if you are opposite, you are going to see those qualities. There is this kind of saying.
See, Michael, you would have an interesting conversation with Jean-Paul Sartre, because you would.
I don't speak French.
Because he,
only English.
I'm pretty sure he had some English. Anyway, because he tends to put look at one human being at a time and consider. It's very interesting. What you're saying is close to what he's saying, actually. Might be interesting conversation.
Why?
Everybody thinks so. If you find some bad guy and disturb you, you are like snake. You are when you are alone. Maybe you are more modern to yourself. You are snake. Yeah, I hate you like that.
Modeling upon yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. Reflecting back into the world. Okay. Well, yeah. Jean-Paul's philosophy is that you make yourself what you are, and you do that by learning your environment. So you're going both ways here. Michael's saying very similar things, actually. That you view the environment as you view yourself. Jean-Paul would almost say it exactly the opposite. You view yourself as you view the environment. It's interesting. You're saying the same thing, but you're doing it exactly backwards. It's weird, but convoluted and complicated. But anyway.
There is another saying: don't try to change the world. Start with yourself, and you will change the world by that.
Okay. Or here's my saying: just instead of changing the world, or instead of changing yourself, change your perception. That's Oakley. There you go.
How do you look at things? Yeah.
Yeah. Change how you look at things.
Okay.
Don't bother wasting the energy to change the world. Just change how you look at it.
If you see like bad things,
easier.
if you see like bad things like killing, like murdering, you should accept as a norm.
That's population control, and in the long run, that will help the Earth. There you go.
That's a wise words. Wise words. Now you're starting to speak.
Okay. I've been reading too much philosophy for these classes, honestly. Okay. I'm starting to become crazy. Okay, let's continue. Unless, Tatiana, I don't know if you made any comments. Do you have anything to say about this?
Okay, I think that people who look like wood savage or vulture ravens, they yes, they unsatisfied in their life, unsatisfied their destiny, and maybe they try to throw their negative on other people, and but the reason of cruel maybe indifference. Yeah, indifference. Indifference, because sometimes people or men don't understand that their behavior or maybe words they make pain on other people. That's maybe the reason to be very cruel or like vulture, or sometimes no, yes, like that.
Okay, true enough. Do you think a monkey thinks of himself as mischievous, or a wolf considers himself to be savage, or a vulture considers itself to be ravenous? Probably not. Okay. Yeah. All right. Good point. Okay, just kind of related, so I want to bring it up. The colocation, the phrase human nature, maybe to some degree, he's talking about human nature, the way people act, or if we're talking about an animal, wolf is savage, it's in his nature. This is how we express that idea in English. What's in his nature to be savage? It's completely natural. Okay, let's try another one here. Bayara, can you read this next one?
All right. A lost battle is a lost battle. One thinks one has lost.
Okay. A lost battle is a battle one thinks one has lost. Okay, notice when I read it, I change the intonation slightly, and I can't help myself. I highlight thinks. A lost battle is a battle one thinks one has lost. maybe I shouldn't do that, but for me, that's the most important word in the sentence. Bayara, what do you think of this?
Okay.
Hmm.
This is about the battle that someone who think about he gonna lost in the battle, then he will lost.
Yeah,
I think that.
that's pretty much it. Actually, although I was kidding around a little bit with Michael, it's very close to what I was just saying about perception. You know, in my opinion, Ken,
Okay.
any
Mm,
thoughts,
mhm.
reactions, violent reactions, disturbing revelations?
Mhm. Kind of sounds like, it's a somewhat positive, you know, if
Sure, actually.
he, yeah, if he stopped doing or stopped fighting, you know, or admit the lost, maybe that's the moment of the lost battle. That's my interpretation.
Hmm. Okay, that's interesting. Let me welcome Nader to the class. Hello, Nader.
Hi, nice to see you again.
Likewise, long time no see. Good to see you.
Ah, good to see you too.
All right. We'll come back to you and talk to you in a little bit. We're looking at famous quotes. Nader, I know you're familiar with the class. Hang on. For some
One of
reason,
my
I lost my
favorites.
screen share. Thank you. All right. We're talking about this quote. I'll come back to you, give you a minute to think about it, Nader. Michael, what do you think of this? A lost battle is a battle one thinks one has lost.
Well, if you lost a battle, that's a fact, and you cannot ignore that. But you can, of course, change your perception about that, and you can imagine that you didn't lose, but you won or something. But the reality that you lost that battle, and if you lost a battle, but
Okay.
but of course you shouldn't think that, oh, I lost the battle, so I will lose the war. You should think that you will win the war. Well, I speak metaphorically, not necessarily. You should think 100% that it's about war and things like that.
Right. Let me give you let me give you an example of a lost battle as a
Okay.
battle one thinks one is lost.
Okay,
All
give
right.
me.
Let me try here. All right. My wife and I fight about where we're going on vacation. All right.
Mhm.
She wants to go to the mountains, and I want to go to the city. I have some business to do in the city, and there's a special event I want to see. She wants to go to the mountains and relax. Okay, we have our battle. We fight about it a little bit, but then I realize that I need to lose this battle. I concede, and we go to the mountains. Why? Because then the next season rolls around and it's summer, and I want to go to the beach, and I really want to go to the beach. So, okay. Did I really lose the first battle, or did I actually win the first battle? Because what I really wanted all along was to go to the beach in our next fight, where she wants to go to the mountains again and I want to go to the beach, but I let you win last time, so I get to go to the beach, which is what I really wanted to do all along.
You lose the battle.
I
You
lost
lose
the battle,
Yeah,
no matter
just
what.
because you
Okay.
started started this speech, when you started to speak, you said that we had a fight.
Mhm.
So and she said that she
I
wanted
conceded.
to mountains, or you wanted to mountains, and
Oh,
like you
okay.
had opposite points of view. So basically, you lost the battle.
Okay.
That battle. Next battle you will win because you
Okay.
lost this battle, but you lost this battle.
All right.
It's a fact.
All right.
No?
I guess I just look at it differently. In my mind, I won both battles. Because I got what I wanted in the end.
Well, in your mind, you can say that you are the best person in the world, and you are like the smartest one, and things like that. But the facts
Why
are.
not? It gives you a good feeling about yourself.
Sure.
Why not?
Why not? Why not? I'm Bill Gates.
Absolutely. Why not? Yeah, why not? Hey, what the heck, right, Nora? Why not? Okay, Heidi, do you have any viewpoint on this?
It's
Okay.
different from mine. For example, German lost World War II, but Germans think they didn't lose. Hitler lost. Hitler failed. For example, soccer games now. Some teams lost, but not their fault. A goalkeeper lost. Someone own goal he lost. They would win. Can you hear me?
Yes.
What's wrong?
Is he gone?
Seems teacher is disconnected.
Yes, okay, maybe.
Yeah.
Or maybe he's just joking on us.
No, he has a connection problem. I think he doesn't joke. He haven't joked in this way.
So what we gonna do?
Discuss.
You'll be the teacher, Bayara.
Okay, I agree.
No, I can.
Take the lead.
Take it over.
Who can help me? For example, if I want to say you should give sometimes chance or opportunity to win another man or other man.
Can you repeat again?
You should give opportunity to win another man or other man.
To another person, to another man, to another man.
Another.
I think, but I'm not sure.
I mixed up another and other. Another in plural, other in singular, or vice versa.
The opposite.
Opposite.
Other is plural.
Other
Another
plural.
is singular.
Yeah, other is
Another
plural.
man, other men.
No, it doesn't matter. I think they work with both. I can say other men and another man, another man. I'm not sure.
Actually, it may depend. When I say I need the another cup of tea, or I need the other cup of tea. Sometimes it works both ways.
Yeah, it depends on the
If I
sentence.
need more,
Maybe.
if it depends on context. Maybe I need another cup of tea, or do you need so and so? No, I need the other cup of tea, not this one.
I found other people, but another person. It was maybe 2 days ago in Oakley lesson. He told other people in plural, another person. Singular.
Yep.
Other men. Huh? Other people, other men. It's plural.
So can you repeat your sentence once again? You should give
You should give chance or opportunity
chance
to win other men or other people.
to other people. To other men.
Men.
People
Another
is better to say. If you mean all people, women and men, I think. When you say men, it kind of sounds men as only masculine for me.
I found this in Google, the difference between other and another. If the noun is singular, we use another to modify it. If it's plural, we use other. Another means one other, so it should only be used with the singular. So yeah, it was just as you said before.
But you can say to others. You can say to others without to specify to other people or to other men. You can say to others. Others, like that implies to other people.
The word other is plural. Others, more plural.
Plural as well. Better sounds when you say to others or to other people.
I would say that another doesn't work with plural, but other work with both plural and singular. Because you can say another man, but you can say another man. But you can say the other man and another man. So another works with both. The other works with both, but another works only with singular. Because you can say if someone asks you, what do you need? You can say, I need an additional cup of tea, or so I say another cup of tea. But do you need this cup or the other cup? I need the other cup. Do you need this thing or the other thing? I need the other thing. So the other would work with both, but another only works with singular. That's what I see. Because I can say another man, but I can say the other man and the other man.
Okay, it's 9 now. I have to go. Nice to meet you all. Nice to see you.
Okay, nice to see you. The class.
Yeah, there's another class actually, I think. Okay, see you.
Okay, another class? No. Yes. Frankenstein biography. Yes, next. Who will come?